This is David Wheaton. The following is a short take from the Christian Worldview radio program. You can hear the full program at thechristianworldview.org. Help us better understand how Jesus Christ fulfilled those offices of prophet, priest, and king, and how a Christian man, a husband and father, at least partially shares in these offices as father and head of the family.
Great question, David. And you're getting at the foundation of it all, which is wonderful. As a husband and a father, I am to treat my wife and my children as Christ treats his church. And not only laid out for us in Ephesians 5 in terms of husband-wife relationship, but also spills over into Ephesians 6, and how the father should lead his children. So in terms of Jesus Christ, he was a prophet who teaches, obviously, the Gospels are full of that, but also who admonishes. And a loving admonishment is part of the prophetic office. You can see that in the Old Testament already as well. And so it's interesting that Jesus actually speaks more about hell than all the other prophets combined. So his role as a teacher as well as an admonishing prophet is a dual role, and they overlap. As a priest, in him, the whole Old Testament priesthood could be abolished, but we are to pattern our fatherhood certainly after that. Not that we sacrifice our blood for our wife and our children, but boy, do our children ever need to see that we sacrifice for them and we sacrifice for our wives and are willing to deny ourselves. And then, of course, we're called to be intercessors like Christ and praying every day with our wife, for our wife, and individually, just the two of us, and then also praying for the children and with the children. And then we are to bless them. We're to bless them with the blessings of God, encourage them with the word of God. And then finally, Jesus, of course, is king. And as king, he does a lot of things. He defends his people. He guides his people. He controls his people. He just leads them in the ways that they must go. And that, too, is our role as fathers and husbands. So I try to show in this book that this is our pattern, Jesus Christ. So we're always asking, how can I be more like him in this situation? Whether it's disciplining our children as a king, whether it's praying for them as a priest, or whether it's just teaching them in family worship as a prophet.
This has been a short take from the Christian Worldview radio program. To hear the full program and connect with this nonprofit radio ministry, go to thechristianworldview.org. I'm David Wheaton.